Hello guys, welcome to another lecture. In this lecture we will see central ordinate theorem and Parseval's theorem for continuous time Fourier transform. So central ordinate theorem is used to calculate value at origin in another domain. Let us say we are in time domain and we want to find value at origin in frequency domain, then we can use central ordinate theorem. So we know x omega is given as integration minus infinity to infinity xt to the power minus j omega t dt. So x omega at omega equal to 0 will be area under the curve of xt, integration minus infinity to infinity xt dt. This is calculated by analysis equation, and by synthesis equation we can see that xt is given as 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x omega e to the power j omega t dt d omega. Xt at t equal to 0 is given by 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x omega d omega. Means area under the curve of frequency domain divided by 2 pi will be xt at t equal to 0, and area under the curve in time domain will be x omega at omega equal to 0. Parseval's theorem gives that energy of any signal xt is integration minus infinity to infinity mod xt whole square dt. In frequency domain it is given as 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x omega mod x omega whole square d omega. Let us see proof of this Parseval's theorem. We know energy is given as minus infinity to infinity mod xt whole square dt. We can also write it as xt multiply with x conjugate of t dt. We can write x conjugate as, from CTFT expression we can write x conjugate will be 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity x conjugate omega e to the power minus j omega t d omega. These integration are linear operation, so we can interchange these, and also we can change this limit also, so we can write it as e of x as 1 upon 2 pi integration x conjugate omega integration xt e to the power minus j omega t d t d omega. This we can write, this is x omega, so this will be 1 upon 2 pi integration x conjugate omega x omega d omega. So this is 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity mod x omega whole square d omega. So hence Parseval's theorem is proved. Let us see one example based on this Parseval's theorem. Let us say we have to find energy of a signal xt given as 2 sin 2 pi t minus 1 upon 8t divided by pi t minus 1 upon 8t multiply with cos of 2 pi 50t. So we can see from here that this is multiplication of two signals x1t multiply with x2t, or we can say xt is x1t multiply with cos 100 pi t. So x omega will be, by modulation theorem we can write x1 omega minus omega naught plus x1 omega plus omega naught. So here omega naught is 100 pi, which is frequency of cosine signal. So we know that 2 sin 2 pi t upon pi t has Fourier transform as this 2 sin 2 pi t upon pi t has Fourier transform as a rectangular pulse from minus a to a sin a t by pi t minus 2 pi to 2 pi with amplitude 2. So from here we can see our given signal xt is shifting of this sin 2 pi t upon pi t with 1 by 8t. So we will multiply e to the power minus j omega by 8t in this Fourier transform of sin 2 pi t upon pi t. So x1 omega will be minus 2 pi to 2 pi e to the power minus j omega by 8t. So we can see from here energy of a signal will be given by 1 upon 2 pi integration minus infinity to infinity mod x omega whole square d omega. Okay, we can see our signal is 2 sin 2 pi t minus 1 by 8t upon pi t minus 1 by 8t. So sin 8t by pi t has Fourier transform from minus a to a with amplitude 1, but here 2 is multiplied, so multiply 2 on both the side, and again we have shifted this with 1 by 8t. So this will be e to the power minus j omega by 8t multiply with 2. 2 will also be here. So again this is our x1 omega, and our x omega is 1 by 2 x1 omega minus omega naught plus x1 omega plus omega naught. So what will be our x of omega? That will be x of omega this will be as omega naught is 100 pi, so it will came at 100 pi minus 100 pi. This will be from 98 pi to 102 pi, and amplitude will be e to the power minus j upon 8t. Amplitude is minus j omega by 8t on both the cases. This is the amplitude because 1 by 2 has been multiplied, minus 102 pi to minus 98 pi. Now we can calculate energy as 1 upon 2 pi integration under the curve magnitude square curve. So magnitude, we can see magnitude is 1 only, because here magnitude is 1 and phase is minus omega by 80. So energy will be 1 upon 2 pi. We are taking integration of this curve only, and it will be 2 times from 98 pi to 102 pi. Amplitude is 1 square d omega. So this integration will be 4 pi. So it will be 8 pi by 2 pi. So answer energy will be 4 joule. So let us stop this module here. Thank you.